Yo, what's up guys, it's Mike, and today we're gonna be working on biceps, building some big ass arms. So let's come over here to the board. Got 3 exercises today. The equipment you'll be needing is a pull-up bar, or if you don't have a pull-up bar, you can go to the park, use one of those monkey bars, or just anything to be able to do some pull-ups. We're gonna be doing 3 different workouts. First one is gonna be a weighted pull-up, and this is gonna be building mass on our biceps, right? Overall mass, because weighted pull-ups, we're sticking to about 6 to 8 reps for 4 sets. Okay, if you can't do over 10 pull-ups, I suggest just using your own body weight. If you do at least 10 pull-ups without that much problems, go with the weighted solution. The way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna be holding a backpack. Well, I'm gonna be carrying a backpack, and I'm gonna put about 25 pounds in there. Plus the other stuff I have in my backpack, I haven't even emptied it out yet. Here it is right over here. So, oh, actually, it's pretty heavy already. So I got my 25-pound plate in here, ready to go. A couple other random stuff in there. So I would say this weighs about 30 pounds or so. That's probably the easiest way to go. If you want to go with, let's say, holding a dumbbell on your foot, you can do that. If you want to go with like a weighted vest, like one of these bad boys, you can do that also. Either way, doesn't matter. You can use one of those chains, you can hang a dumbbell. So we're gonna be doing weighted pull-ups. After that, we're gonna be hitting on the outside of our biceps, outer biceps, by doing easy curl bars. We're gonna hold it in close. So this way it works on the outside. If you hold it out, if you hold it far, it's gonna work more on the inside of your bicep. So then we're gonna be working our brachialis, which is basically the muscle here on the side. And we're gonna be doing that with overhand curls. So we're gonna grab the easy curl bar, and we're gonna be going overhand grip, so this way it works on the outside. Everything we're gonna be doing about 6 to 8 reps, so we're going heavy. So make sure you grab a weight that's heavy enough, so this way you can get to about failure at about 6 to 8 reps. 4 sets each, so let's blow up our arms. Before we get started, I wanna do a quick shout out. This is to my buddy Sinisa. He sent this in, his before and after picture. Awesome job, buddy. Let me read you what he wrote. Here are the before and after pictures, one from the front, one from the side of each. Thanks Six Pack Shortcuts, and thank Mike for me. You're welcome, Sinisa. You did awesome. Trained hard, buddy. I'm 6'4", 279 when he first started. August 2012. Now he is 208, and September 2013. Took about a little over a year, dropped 70 pounds. That is incredible. Really incredible. Here's the thing. So, I didn't think it was possible for me to get this fit, but Mike sure proved me wrong. Thanks for the help. The Tubware diet is awesome. So again, try it out if you haven't tried it. I mean, eating is like so tough to stick to when you're always randomly picking, you know, just different foods, or going out to eat all the time, or trying to decide on every single meal. Go with the Tubware system and have everything all prepped out. This way you don't have to think about it, and it's just there for you every time you're hungry. So I did the whole 4 phases of the program, all from home, with a few dumbbells, barbell, a small bench, and some milk jugs filled with water for the front and side raises for your shoulders. I also have a backpack that I fill with weights for when I needed more weight, or I would hang canvas bags with weights in them off the side of a barbell. So this way you can get more weight in. That's smart. I also took a 4 or 5 month break in order to enjoy a few of my favorite foods. Don't need a gym membership, don't need an expensive setup. Mike's the man. Thanks a lot, man, and just want to share that with you guys. Doesn't matter how out of shape you are, doesn't matter where you start, if you just trust the process and just work out. You know, just work out and eat right, you're gonna get results, you know, and send them in. You know, I'll do a shout out for you. I'm really happy to hear that these workouts and the programs are helping you guys out. So before we get started, real quick, I'm giving out free Afterburn Fuel for everybody who hasn't tried it yet. So if you want to try it out for free, go to freeafterburn.com and let me know where to send it out to, so I'll get you hooked up. All right, ready to hit some arms? Let's blow these babies up. All right, let's grab our backpack. Oh, yeah, there we go. So let's do our first set. We're gonna be doing 6 to 8 reps. And we're gonna be doing 4 sets of it. So let's get to work, baby. So on my grip, I usually grab relatively about 10 to about 12 inches apart. I don't go super close, but you don't want to go far. I would say you need to stay more narrow. Your grip needs to be more narrow than your shoulders, because if not, you end up using too much back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so set 1, Biceps are feeling a little good. So you're gonna feel some in your back. You know, you're gonna feel some in your rhomboids and your traps a little bit, because that's how you hit it, by doing close grip pull-ups. But you feel like crazy in your arms too. So on your rest times, you want to rest anywhere from, could be as short as 15 seconds, as long as about 30 or 45 seconds. And you just want to rest just long enough to basically catch your breath if you're a little out of breath. And besides that, just so you can recuperate some strength, but you don't need to rest 2 to 3 minutes before doing it again. So I recommend, if you do want to take a little longer rest, about a minute to maybe a minute and a half max. So personally for me, I like to keep my rest time short, so this way I can also work some on my cardiovascular, because I don't do much cardio, so it really helps. Alright, set number 2. Alright, feeling good. Biceps getting pumped. We got 2 more sets. Alright. Alright, let's go. See if I can get 8 on this one. Probably not. About 6. If I rest longer, I'll probably get 8. But it's okay. Just remember, when you're trying to build muscles, it's not always about performance, right? Because if you rest longer, if you rest a minute and a half, 2 minutes, yeah, you can do more reps, but you're resting longer, you know? So it's not like you're getting any stronger. So the way you actually get stronger is if you're, let's say, for example, if you're resting 30 seconds and you can do more repetition, or you can do the same amount of repetition as if you're resting a minute and a half, then that means you got stronger, because you don't need as much rest and you can knock out the same amount of volume, the same amount of repetition. So that's why I keep my rest time short, and if I can do more repetition, that means I'm getting stronger. But I don't want to increase my rest time just so I can get more reps. Alright, last set. Alright. Okay. Done with the weighted pull-ups. Moving on. Now let's work on the outer part of our biceps. And we're gonna be doing easy curl. So I first started off, I didn't know how this is gonna feel, so let's see.
Go.
All right, felt pretty good. So I'm gonna stick to that weight. And we got 3 more sets left. By now your biceps should be pretty pumped. Get the blood flowing. Here's a little tip. If you're trying to lean up, and you're dieting hard, and you're doing this workout, or you're doing any workout and you don't feel like your muscles are pumped up, one of the major reasons why is probably because you don't have enough carbs in your system. A lot of people cut it all out and then they try to work out and their hormones drop, their test drops, and they also just don't have the pump anymore. And it's just because your carb intake isn't there. So that's why before you work out, even if you're dieting hard and you're trying to cut out a lot of your carbs, but before you work out, your pre-workout meal needs to have enough carbs. So this way you have that pump. It doesn't mean you have to go and eat like pizza or fries or something. You can eat a cup of white rice, you know, 2 slices of bread or something, or oatmeal with some sugar in it. Like for me, I just ate some oatmeal with some brown sugar. Alright, feeling good. That was set 2. 2 more sets. Man, I was being really optimistic, brought in some 45s, thinking, yeah, maybe I just curl with some 45s. Nope. That probably wasn't gonna happen. At least not for 4 to 6 reps or 8 reps. It'd be what I call disco curling. Well, actually, that's with dumbbells. You ever see guys do this? You know, disco dance with dumbbells? I've done it. You know, when you go heavy enough. It's probably more hurtful for your back than anything else. Set number 3. 1 more to go. Feeling good. Now, for you guys that don't have, if you don't have a barbell at home, you can actually still do the same exercise, but just go with dumbbells. But instead of doing overhand curls, obviously you can't do it the same way on dumbbells. Go with a hammer curl. For the easy curl bar, going close, what you could do, you can put your dumbbells together and curl this way. The trick here though is keep your wrists straight. So you don't want to curl it in like this. And that goes, even when you're doing easy curl, you do not want to do this. If you do this, it's all forearms, you see? Because you see how your forearms move, right? Every finger, if you do this right now, here's a good test. If you stick your hand out like this and put your hands on your forearm, and every finger that you move, you'll feel your forearms flexing. So that means anytime you're doing this, you will also feel your forearms. So the whole idea when you're curling is try not to, number 1, curl your wrist. You want to keep this straight, so this way you minimize the wrist as much as you can. Because any type of movement from your hands is going to work your forearms. And if you work your forearms, the weight will never travel to your biceps. So you always have good forearms and so-so looking biceps. So there we go. There's 4 sets hitting our outer biceps. Now we're gonna be doing 4 more sets, the last 4 sets for our breakouts. So I know this weight's gonna be pretty heavy for me on that. So it's time to lighten the weight a little bit. Now, with the weights I have right here, if I go with the 10 pound, it's probably gonna be a little too light. And if I go with the 25 pound, it's probably gonna be a little too heavy. You know, it's gonna be how it is. So, when you have a decision to make, heavy or light, up to you. Doesn't matter, heavy is not always the best route, vice versa. But, what I'm gonna do today though is, I'm gonna go a little heavier, and in order to get those repetitions in, I'll probably have to do some cheat reps. So, remember we were talking about disco dancing earlier, right? Well, cheat reps is kind of like that, except we're not going to be going as extreme, you know, whole rocking. But I am going to lean forward a little bit and use a little momentum to get it up. So, when you're doing cheat reps, just remember, you gotta be able to know how to use the actual muscle that you're working. If you're just starting off, and this is, you've only done this exercise a few times, I don't recommend going with a cheat rep. If you run into a scenario like this, you have to choose between going a little too heavy or going a little too light, then I would just recommend going lighter in the beginning, do a little more repetition, and doing that until you're able to develop a lot more of mind-muscle connection, which is basically to where you're able to control your muscles on demand. Because when you can do that, you can go with a cheat rep to where your form isn't 100% correct, but you're able to still work your muscle because you know how to activate the majority of your muscles on your body. So that's one of the major differences between somebody who's advanced, because their form is really good, but also they know how to activate muscles anytime they like. So this way, if you can activate your muscle, you can actually use the right muscle when you're working out. That's how you make them grow. If not, you're just using whatever muscles on your body to do the movement. And a lot of times it may not be the actual muscle you're trying to work. Alright, so let's see how I'm doing here. 4 sets, aim for 6 to 8. Okay. 2, 3. Alright, well it didn't feel that bad. So I got pretty lucky. I guess I won't have to be doing any cheat reps on this weight. That was 8 reps, pretty clean. Alright, so we got 3 more sets to go. Let's go some water. Alright, set 2 more. I could probably even throw those 10s on. We're gonna keep the reps a little clean today. That's the other thing is, I didn't realize this when I was younger, but I'm not that old yet, you know. Just turned 31 recently. But I gotta say, when you're in your teens or your very early 20s, there's a lot of things you can do that it's harder for you to get injured because your body is just naturally stronger. But as you get a little older and stuff, the older you get, the more you have to be better on form and the more careful you have to be on lifting heavy. Doesn't mean you can't lift heavy. I was reading the comments the other day. Had a I don't know if he was older now, but he was on there saying, you know, that you can't build muscle when you're in your 40s or 50s because your test level's not there and your body's different. It's all bullshit. You can build it. You know, it's just a little tougher. You know, you gotta work with a little more stuff. You gotta be more careful when you're lifting heavy. Can't strain. Can't push your body at the same limits, but you still definitely get in great shape. One more left. Feeling good. So, you know, a lot of people look at my arms and be like, oh man, that's genetics. It's actually not, because if you notice this piece right here, I don't know if y'all guys can see, this actual piece right here that I'm pointing at wasn't there about maybe 4 years ago, about 3 years ago, wasn't even there. And this piece has always been there. And the reason why is because the way I was curling. I didn't used to curl correct. I used to be slightly off when I curl. And it took me years, literally, probably about a year and a half to build up this piece here. So a lot of people when they flex their biceps, they got really good peaks or really good triceps or different body parts, and they go, it's all genetics, all genetics. It's actually not all genetics. Genetics will play a part in it, but not completely. Because I've changed my body a lot in the last about 5 years or so. That's why I can say that it's really not just all genetics. Legs. All right, there you go, guys. Arm workout, bicep workout. Hope you liked it. This arm workout, this bicep workout is really gonna help you build some good biceps, put some good solid mass on there, and it's pretty well-rounded. Working on size, working on detail like in the outer head, plus working on your brachialis to give it more fullness from the side. So, hope you like this workout, and don't forget, if you want to go ahead and try out Afterburn for free, go to freeafterburn.com. So let me know where I can ship it out to you. I want everybody to try it out, see how you like it for yourself. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, more workouts, more nutrition tips, get swole, to get jacked, sixpackshortcuts.com. See y'all guys next time. Peace.